So your kid wants to study abroad in college and you're not sure if that is the right thing to do or not. I receive these queries from the parents all the time just because there is more lack of information when it comes to undergraduate applications, and it's really a tricky time in these kids' life. They are still very young, and to send them abroad at this stage is not a decision to be taken lightly. So in this video I'm going to share some of the things to consider if your kid wants to go abroad and how to better support them in this journey. And also, if you are still not sure whether that's the right thing or not, then how to make that decision. So here's to all the worried parents out there. Don't worry, I understand your concerns, and in today's video, hopefully I'll be able to alleviate some of those concerns. Let's get started.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and this is Nistha. Most of you know me from Scholar Strategy, where we have been helping young professionals and college students from all around the world to secure admission to top master's programs in US and UK, etc, etc. But last year I also opened a company called 24 North Star, where I have been enjoying working with teenage kids on their undergraduate application abroad. And we worked really hard because it was our first year, and fortunately we do have some stellar admits, including people landing interviews at Harvard, Stanford, Princeton and Oxford, and we have received admits from UC Berkeley, UCLA, USC, Penn State, Sciences Po in Paris, Bocconi in Italy, Hong Kong University, etc, etc. So having worked both with the parents and kids in the undergraduate study abroad space, I understand your concerns, right? While some kids show great clarity in their thought process, others are confused. So today I'm going to talk about two things in this video. First is how to determine if your kid is ready to study abroad. And second is how to support your kid in whatever decision you take. So let's start with how do you determine whether your kid is ready to study abroad or not. And here I want to talk about a few signs that you will notice that will tell you that yes, your kid is serious and probably ready for that big decision. So the number one sign is your kid talks about studying abroad for the right reason. That is, he understands the differences between studying in India versus abroad and why an education abroad is better suited for his interests. Here I would say that you can see very clear signs if your kid is ambitious, because he will have more defined career interests and he can see that those kind of careers are commonly built in other countries. For example, I've seen a kid who spends a lot of time coding and seems intent to study artificial intelligence. He is already watching computer science coursework classes on Coursera from MIT and Stanford and familiarizing himself with the education system in the US. This is a positive sign. On the other hand, some kids might be attracted just by foreign TV shows or have a very unrealistic romantic notion of those countries. For example, I'm seeing a growing trend among kids who love K-pop and Korean TV shows, and they want to visit South Korea. You basically need to probe further and discuss with them what attracts them to study abroad in the first place. Now, before I move on to the next point, let me tell you that undergraduate application process, especially for US, is very complex and time consuming. If you want me to make a separate video on it, please leave a comment below and I will create it. The reason I'm mentioning this is because your kid needs to understand that it is going to take a lot of efforts to go through this process. By no means studying abroad is easier than studying in India. It is just different. So this brings me to my next point. So the second sign that you want to watch out for is your kid has found out what it takes to apply abroad. Look, anybody can dream or be drawn towards life in New York or London, but are they willing to put in the effort that is required? If your kid has mentioned to you that he wants to study abroad and has done some research about the application process or started talking to seniors who have studied abroad, that is a good sign. It shows their seriousness and that they are preparing themselves to put in the required effort. But if you feel that the kid doesn't share much or is being lazy about finding more information, that means that he or she is not feeling intrinsically driven for it, and the whole burden of application process is going to fall on you which is not a good situation. Third sign you want to watch out for is your kid seems competent to survive away from the family. Can your kid easily manage himself alone when he is away from home in terms of food, studies, and making friends? For example, I know another teenage boy who likes to cook and bake, can take responsibility of his younger brother when his parents are away, and even does some basic chores at home like bringing grocery items, helping his grandmother in kitchen, etc. This is an encouraging sign because when he moves to US, he's going to need to manage his life on his own. If he is not used to it, he is going to feel lost. On the other hand, if a kid is extremely picky about what to eat, makes fuss when he doesn't get his way at home, or is not ready to spend time alone, it would be very difficult for this kid to be on his own in a foreign land to adapt to that different lifestyle. Now, if you're not sure of these signs or how to look for them, here are a few questions you can ask your child to get a better idea. Number 1, what specifically excites you about studying abroad? This helps understand their motivations. Are they passionate about a specific program, or is it the general idea of a new experience that attracts them? Second question you can ask is, have you researched the academic and financial implications of studying in the US? This gauges their level of commitment and preparation. Are they aware of the costs and different program options? Third question is, if you feel stressed or homesick, how will you handle it? Does he understand that he may feel all these things? Is he willing to talk about it? It's usually not a good sign if the kid shuts up or dismisses any notion of discomfort. Fourth question, are you open to exploring study abroad options outside the US as well? Expands their horizons and ensures that they are considering all possibilities before making a decision. These simple questions can reveal a lot about the thought process and motivation of your child. So this was a few ways in which you can determine whether your kid is prepared to study abroad or not. Now let's move to the second part of the video, which is how to support your kid. No matter whether you feel their reasons are right or not, or whether you as a family can afford the decision of study abroad, it is important to make your kid feel empowered and supported in the end. This does not mean that you give in to whatever they are asking, but it means that you listen to them with an open mind and discuss with them your concerns and reservations honestly. A two-way dialogue is very, very critical. The last thing you want to do is dismiss their thought process. Do not discard the option of study abroad entirely. Like, if you cannot support it financially, discuss your dilemma with them. Ask them if he would consider studying abroad later in life, for example, for masters. If you think they are not ready for it, tell them why you think so. One of the best ways to make the kids take better decisions is to help them meet people who are doing what they aspire to do. Make them talk to families whose kids are studying abroad. And if you do decide to let them pursue college abroad, brace up, because there's a lot of work ahead and they will need every bit of your help and encouragement. In the end, you are a team, and make sure whatever they end up choosing, you are right by their side. I understand the complexities of these decisions, and this is what made me start 24northstar.com, where we help students in class 9th and 10th do career discovery and building foundations for study abroad, and students in class 11th and 12th to apply and get into world's best colleges. If you need formal guidance, please fill the contact form on our website and my team will arrange a call ASAP. I will leave the link below. Lastly, do you want me to make more videos on undergraduate admissions? And what queries do you have? Let me know in the comment box below. Hope you're enjoying our post. Please keep sharing your feedback if possible. It always motivates us to do better and better. So that's it from my side. Please take care, and I will see you guys next week with a fresh new video. Take care. Bye-bye.